Hello, we're about to begin this symposium. Uncle Ivan Wellington has sent his apologies in today, but I do have the great pleasure of introducing Auntie Fran Bodkin to give the welcome to country. Auntie Fran is an ancestor of the Darawal people and a descendant of the Bidjigal clan. She's an Aboriginal elder on campus and works tirelessly to teach traditional science and promoting a deeper understanding of how to care for our natural environment. In 2011, Auntie Fran was named one of the 100 most influential Aboriginal women of the last 100 years by the National Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Women's Alliance as part of the International Women's Day celebrations. Auntie Fran is an active member of Wollondilly Aboriginal Advisory Committee. In 2012, Auntie Fran received the University of Western Sydney Community Award. So please welcome Auntie Fran.
Thanks, Vincent. I'm about to impose an onerous duty on you. You see, I'm going to give the welcome to country in the Darawal language. So we're going to need a translator. And Vincent will now have a new job.
We, the descendants of the original Darawal inhabitants of this land, welcome you.
Dina gurad baranga Darawal, dina mali, dina madong, na anya anang baranga diamiri.
We ask you to respect the land to which we belong, to respect our traditions and our culture whilst you are here.
Nulawalama, nanya anana, miya duga anang.
And in return, we offer you our wishes.
Now these are wishes that how we want you to enjoy our lands. But it's also a warning, because if you do the opposite, we'll make sure that the insects get you. Nunu walama nanya, Nigini bulama nandirata.
May you always see the beauty of the earth.
Nigini dingan darawan bata.
May you always taste the sweetest fruit.
Nigini gadalangami wiwina.
May you always feel the warmth of the flame.
The opposite of that is don't light fires. Nigini nuwaga gambatagana.
May you always smell the perfume of the flowers.
Nigini nangame bachere.
May your dreams always be happy ones.
Nigini na alayaya gamal.
May your friends be with you when you have the need.
This is an important one. Nigini janaba beronga gurong nayan diami.
May you always hear the laughter of children.
And if you make them cry, we will get our revenge. Nigini benji baruk. This is for the men.
This is a very relevant one. May your stomach always be full.
You see, men won't fight with a full stomach. Nigini manui ilabulbul.
May your feet never hurt.
That means may you come back with good memories. Dajira guru gwanya omiya.
We thank you for remembering our ancestors.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Vincent.
I'd like to now introduce Professor Les Bouquet, who will be giving the opening address for the symposium. Professor Bouquet holds many simultaneous positions that together give a very unique and I feel particularly relevant perspective on healthcare, research, organisations, and a perspective that I believe is very relevant to this symposium. Professor Bouquet is Director of Research at South Western Sydney Local Health District, Chair and Professor of Colorectal Surgery at Western Sydney University School of Medicine. He's Clinical Dean of the Liverpool Clinical School and is Clinical Stream Director for Gastroenterology and Liver Services at South Western Sydney Local Health District. He has an insight into the topic that we'll be covering today. He's the best person, I think, to give an overview of the exciting developments that are taking place in Campbelltown and how this all fits with the vision of the South Western Sydney Local Health District. Please welcome Professor Les Bouquet.
Well, thank you very much, Vincent, and thank you, Auntie Fran, for that beautiful welcome. I feel truly welcome. I too would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land, Auntie Fran, on which we meet, and I'd like to pay my respects to elders past and present. What a wonderful audience, so welcome to all of you. The clinical and research importance of gastric and intestinal motility cannot be overestimated. It connects and resonates with communities at large, as evidenced by the large numbers of patients who seek advice when motility morphs into dysmotility, as happens in so many people. Intestinal motility is of particular interest to me, as I have spent a significant proportion of my early academic years in Australia, the UK, Sweden, and in the Cleveland Clinic, researching various intestinal pouches and to act as neorectums in patients who had had a proctocolectomy for ulcerative colitis. I think I'd spent close to 5 years in the lab looking at various pouches, so I don't think that I've invented anything new, but I learnt a little bit here and there. Vincent Ho has established in southwestern Sydney an academically acknowledged centre of excellence to study these disorders, and I congratulate him for his vision and superb energy, and for bringing together an outstanding panel of guest speakers to contribute to this symposium. I welcome all of you and all of our guest speakers to Western Sydney University and to Southwestern Sydney LHD. In particular, and please, if I get your names wrong, please forgive me because I've only just met you today, Professor Michael Camilleri from the Mayo Clinic, welcome, and welcome to your wife as well. This is your second trip to Sydney. You've come to southwestern Sydney, the better quarter of Sydney. Gregory O'Grady, Usha Krishnan, Jeff Hibbard, Simon Knowles, and Jessica Peters, and I hope I've included all of the guest speakers. Southwestern Sydney is the fastest growing district in Australia. We will soon hit 1 million people. To the US, of course, that's peanuts, but 1 million people in Australia is a lot. And there are 1 million people in our district who are talented, with a capital T. They are culturally diverse, and we're so proud of that. And they are eager to forge ahead. Construction of a new international airport is about to begin, not far from here, 15 to 20 k's from here. We've just been awarded $630 million. They've been allocated to construct a new hospital on the Macarthur site. A state-of-the-art Macarthur Clinical School has just been launched by the Minister for Health, and negotiations are well underway to establish a new clinical and research institute adjacent to the clinical school. Furthermore, we are in the process, by we I mean the community of this region, is in the process of establishing an academic health science precinct, which will bring together council, local business, and industry partners. That's a very exciting development. All of these elements coming together and acknowledging that a health precinct not only ensures the health of our community and promotes research for that community, but also involves business and industry and the local council. Look around you, the place is booming. The future is very bright indeed, and I warn our guest from the Mayo Clinic, Michael, you may soon have a rival to contend with because they may wish to come to our international airports rather than yours. And we may still get the 3 shields as a gift. As Director of Research in Southwestern Sydney, the breadth of research and its potential truly humbles me. The Macarthur campus in particular is home to outstanding translational research, which is influencing models of care globally. And I think we're sometimes too humble to acknowledge that. Our researchers have developed a reputation for embedding research into clinical practice. And I cite gastroparesis, maternal health, immunology, diabetes, metabolic diseases, and primary health care as prime examples. These and others lead the way internationally to put this place on the global map. So it gives me great pleasure to open this meeting, to welcome all of you, and to thank you, Vincent, for your kind invitation to open these proceedings. And I apologize in advance. I have to leave shortly thereafter because my wife and I are competing in an equestrian event, and my horse is waiting. And although I love you all, I love my horse, and particularly my wife, better. So welcome to you all.